A month has passed. For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Harros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegis hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renaissance, the present and the past of 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways, I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it.
If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Danans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently.
The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity.
I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Danans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Xion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right. Got it. Shion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance, right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegis. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are you...
Don't. It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one, then.
We better get a move on or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final master core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards. You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Danans. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Gonna search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah.
Very well.
Well...
Hey.
Pardon me.
We are?
Doesn't seem that way. I must think we're just Danans from the town.
Whatever's going on, these are Volron soldiers. Watch yourselves.
Swallow! Curse you! Here I come! Swallow blade!
Rip his hair!
You're mine! You're finished! Strike light spear! Here I come! Slash!
Primed and ready. This'll come in handy.
Where are you going?
Ready to go! Be still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Yeah.
Hey.
You don't say.
Well...
Well?
How?
Oh, wow!
So then,
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
actually, they were abiding Renin hierarchy, not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem, and that's what counts.
We've reached our destination.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Ganeth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen, but treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegus aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want to do everything I can to help these people.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Oh?
What? Yes! Just great. What?
What?
Yes! Yes!
Nice.
Sorry.
Yes.
Just great. White, soft, and fluffy items. Is that description supposed to be figurative or literal?
Let's check anything in the area that looks edible.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have to say.
Well... Hey! Got it!
Huh?
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Harros.
I know that. But our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shion?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. but I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay?
We finally made it.
That's a big Zoogle.
Yeah, I'm not sure we can take it.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
I'll finish you here and now! Here I come! I'm not done! We got flyers!
I've got it! Let him...
In a bind?
All yours!
You're
mine!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Take this!
Leave it! Enemies aren't to me!
You're finished!
No place here!
Take it!
I'll smash you!
Here I come! Strike!
There you go!
Here I come! You're finished! Swallow blade! Dragon swarm! Hit on! Swallow blade! Here I come! I'm not...
Back into the front! Alright!
Swallow
It's
blade!
showtime!
Dragon... Ignite!
Oh,
You're
now
mine!
you're talking!
Amazing.
Our expert coming through!
Swallow blade!
In here!
Dragon swarm!
One more!
Swallow blade!
That's enough!
Flash!
Not on my watch!
It's finished!
Let's do it! Back into the front!
Anything in armor is all mine!
You're finished! Blade!
Where are you going?
Flash! Dragon swarm! Flash! Swallow blade!
Illuminate the dark!
Flash!
Crumble!
Take this! Swallow blade! This
Now you
one's
see
all
what I
mine.
can do! Eat this!
Come and
No further!
Eagle assault! Hear me! Flame of... Hear my call!
First strike! That's enough!
Spread!
Fly! You're mine! You're finished!
Don't mind if I do!
That's enough!
I'm ready to win!
Throw it back!
In here!
Swallow blade!
Water! Hear
Dragon
my call!
Sword!
Come in handy!
Fly!
Blah, blah, blah,
Swallow
blah.
blade!
Play! I never miss!
You're mine! It's over!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
Far enough!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Dragon Sword!
Seal!
Require a head.
Let's get you all tucked away! Annihilation!
Burn in hell!
Hear me!
Swallow blade!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Swallow blade!
Illuminate the dark! Holy, holy!
Armor won't save you!
Got it! Now's our chance!
Here I come! It's over! It's over! Fly! Dragon Sword!
Here's the evil!
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Freeze Lancer! Alright, it's showtime! Let's tear him up! This one's mine!
Falling behind! Looks like this one's mine!
Like hell it is!
Watch! Reload!
Ready to go!
Sonic Rock! Now! I'm on it! Try this!
Enough! It looks like you got this one covered!
You got burned!
Ready and raring!
Here's a healing art!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Armor won't save you!
Be still! No escape! Tear!
Eat this!
No! Can't end here!
Art expert coming to help!
The picture of hell! Too slow! First strike! I'm on it!
Mercy, this one's mine! Lightning orb! Whoa! Mega ray!
First strike!
Where that came from! Thunder blade! Healing illusion!
You're mine!
Holy
Eat
hand!
this!
Nice work!
I'm on it!
Hear me! Flame of
First strike!
Let's free! Burn in hell! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
That took more energy than I expected.
Yeah!
Seriously?
Hey!
hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully...
Huh?
Well... Yeah.
No way.
Huh? Got it. Boomy! Boomy!
Heck? Are you stuck on that too?
No, really. I kinda see where they're coming from.
Are you okay with anything as long as it's round and flies?
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
You guys want to rest here?
That turned out good, if I do say so myself. Shion, could we talk a moment?
Do you mind if we chat a bit?
Now there's something I never thought I'd hear you say.
Remember when we talked about what it was like for me growing up? Well, I thought it only fair that I also get to ask what you were like as a child.
My childhood? Maybe you missed the memo that was going around, but I can't remember anything of my past.
I know. Just whatever you can remember. There's gotta be something, right?
Let me think. Well, have I ever told you about my army days? Back when I used to serve under a Danon master?
Yeah, but that must have been after you were already grown up, right? Do you happen to remember anything from back when you were younger?
Actually, I remember I had a kid with me.
You had a kid?
No, of course not. The child's father was another soldier. Back in those days, we risked our lives for a master we'd never even seen. We just fought for them and didn't even question it. When that kid's dad died and I saw them sitting there crying, I felt this bitter, indescribable feeling. It was like I was drinking something toxic that I knew I shouldn't, but couldn't stop. It was strange. I never understood why I reacted like that. Soldiers died every day. It wasn't anything new.
What it tells me is that deep down, you were the same man then as you are now. You've never been able to accept injustice in the world.
If you keep talking like that, you're going to embarrass me. I wonder whatever happened to that master and poor kid. Not that there's any way of knowing now. You know, I just remembered that kid was good at sewing dolls. They gave me one once. As a good luck charm to protect me.
Dolls? I'm looking forward to breakfast. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
think Hoodle senses something.
We should be able to cook here.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch? Let's see what you've got.
Here I come! You're finished! Did you see this coming?
Can you take it, Lunar?
Sword Rain Alpha! Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal. It's over!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
I'm not done!
You're being punished!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Excellent
Who
technique.
said anything
How are
about
your
letting
weapons
off?
holding up? That's not to give me any idea.
Here! Be still! Rising!
Lunar corruption! Lunar blast!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Be still!
Well, looky here. Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster. Yeah. No. You did it!
Really?
Yeah.
What's gotten into him?
He says instead of making a Zoogle sign, we should be making a Hoodle sign.
He's feeling threatened by a rival.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Oh, hey!
Seriously?
Well...
Well... Hmm?
Huh?
That's just...
I guess...
Yeah. Law.
Yeah!
Oh?
Oh, wow! All right! I wasn't expecting a thank you for that.
Maybe socializing with people is helping to jog his memory bit by bit. You did good, Law.
Thanks.
No way! All right. Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There are Zeugles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
We've reached our destination.
I think Hootle senses something.
Yes.
What?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Phew.
Good. Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, La.
You're welcome?
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can. I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
What?
What's that noise?
Helfin, this is bad! Look at the sky!
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Xion? Xion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelegion.
Seriously? How could you 2 not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Heros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
I bet the whole of Dana's losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated, as if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on, we don't have much time.
Where are these Foreland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Hey, if
No way.
All right? You don't say. Stay calm.
Huh?
Good.
Sure.
Perhaps you shouldn't have gotten your hopes up.
I felt moved by people whose love transcended the boundaries of race. I wanted to hope.
I can see why you'd feel that way, I suppose.
That was quite the little adventure we went on. Hello. I see. Oh. What?
Oh?
I see.
Yeah.
But why Volron's whereabouts? Don't they know where their own sovereign is?
Considering we've come across him the world over, he's likely been operating on his own for a while now.
Maybe even his own subordinates were just toys to him.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little...
Huh?
Ridiculous.
Got it.
Right.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zoogles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
That's no ordinary stray there.
We'd best stay out of its way for now.
a bad feeling about this. This is airborne beast. My specialty.
Lionheart! Thanks!
Raging storm!
FG airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Fluidity of your movement
Here's
is
Walter.
simply incredible.
Burn! You're finished!
Here I go!
Soaring Leaf Spear!
No dawn!
Take this!
Concentration!
Eagle Ray! You're finished!
Illuminate the
You're
dark!
mine!
Come forth!
You're finished!
Deity!
Dragon Swarm!
Soaring blast!
Dazzle!
Heaven and earth!
Soaring Leaf Spear!
Lightning! Divine savior!
Armor won't save you! Elusive immunity!
Fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Lightning Strike!
Pierce evil! Got it!
Rising Kick!
Now's our chance!
It's over! Burn in hell! Here I come! Try this! Infernal Torrent! Drop it!
Raging storm! Tunnel! Here I go! Watch and illuminate the dark!
Dazzle!
Water!
Swallow Blade!
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
Dragon Swarm! I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope you'll listen to it.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Theon actually
In a bind?
Annihilation! Illuminate!
Wrong fight! Take this!
Negative gameplay!
It's over!
Resonate with the earth!
Dragon Swarm!
Glacial spear! Pierce the eagle! In the wind! Air blaster! A chain between heaven and earth!
You're finished!
A wailing banshee of radiance! Far enough! Here! There! And again! Back into the fray! A chain between heaven and earth! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! A wailing banshee of lightning! Divine safe! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Take this! Slash this! Take this! It's wide open!
Now!
It won't escape me.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade!
Thanks, Fiona.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. Too late.
No further!
Resonate with the earth!
Eat dirt!
Dance in the wind!
Stalagmite!
Air thrust! Chain between heaven and earth! Pierce evil! A wailing banshee of Freeze Lancer! Divine savior!
Resonate with the earth!
I never miss!
Try harder!
Raging Instinct!
Take this!
A chain between heaven and earth!
Shattering the
A
pieces!
wailing banshee of lightning!
Lightning Thrust!
Savior!
Lunar Rondo!
Watch
It's about
yourself.
to strike!
Lightning Spear!
Incredible power.
Look sharp, everyone!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Only here! Only land! Chain between heaven and earth!
We've got him on the run.
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fight.
Divine savior!
Try harder!
Resonate with the
Take
earth!
this!
Stalagmite!
I'll heal! Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
to be
Only
seen.
here! Only land!
I owe you.
Chain between heaven and
No
earth!
further!
A wailing banshee of lightning! Back into the fray! Divine
Dazzle!
Begin!
Soaring light!
Elusive deity!
You picked the wrong fight!
It's weakened.
This ends now!
Lay the wall!
I'll smash you! Seismic
I
rupture!
never miss!
Dragon Swarm!
Elusive deity!
Dance in the wind! One air thrust! Step now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
So I still had room to grow.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Well...
Hey! Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
That turned out good, if I do say so myself.
We've reached our destination.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Yeah!
Sure. How did it come to this?
You're a beautiful woman, Shion. That's a good thing, right?
Wait, Kisara! Hey, Kisara!
How did it come to this?
That's a big Zoogle.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
These things really get on my nerves.
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
You're finished! Dragon Swarm!
I
I owe you one. Begin!
Searing flame! Reload!
You're mine!
Heaven and earth!
Prepare
No further!
Hear me! Flame
You're
of
mine!
fury!
Anything in order is all mine!
Glacial spear! Piercing
Here I
the
come! It's over!
This one's mine!
Begin! Here I come!
I'll cover you!
I'm not done!
Stay calm.
You fight
I
better
shall
at a
provide
distance.
assistance.
The further away, the better. You and I both.
Move it, kid!
Burning strike! Water, hear my call!
Rending you apart! Bloody hell!
Lightning thrust! Soaring light spear!
Again, radiant pierce!
Rising cat!
I'm all set! A chain between heaven and earth.
Take this! You're finished! Swap this! Here I come!
Bloody
You're
hell!
finished! Be still!
Radiant light!
Soaring light spear! Rising fountain!
Regenerate!
I owe you one!
Another incantation ruined!
Now I can let loose!
Negative gate!
Dragon swarm!
They smite
Take this!
black and blade! You require a hand.
Execution! Take this! You're finished!
Being interrupted.
Dragon swarm!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
You picked the wrong fight!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Lightning falcon!
Where are you going?
Dragon swarm!
Far enough! Now you see what I can do!
Amazing.
Slash! Dragon swarm!
Got it! Gemini Aqua! Now one chance! This is
Dragon swarm!
Annihilation!
Take this!
Thunder field!
The flame inside
take
me!
it,
Yours
yours
can be
came
let
from.
free!
There! Field! War for the top pile! Gemini Aqua! Thunder blade! Now
Can you take it?
Ignite!
In a bind?
Portal blade! Slash!
Begin! You're mine! Take this!
Thrust!
Struggle! Blaze Lancer! Winds of heaven! First force! Water! Hear my call! Cyclone!
Shattering the pieces!
Try harder! Here I come!
Soaring
You're finished!
Clover won't save you! Tornado
Where
God!
would that came from?
Nothing can stop me!
Illuminate the dark!
Here I come!
I'll face you! Take this!
And out of it, back into the
Try harder!
Mega ray!
Take this!
A chain between heaven and
Portal
earth!
blade!
Air pressure!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Bloody!
A whirling struggle! Winds of heaven!
Try harder! Now! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Here I come! This one's all mine! Dragon swarm!
They
It's weakened!
smite with black and blade!
This ends now!
Supernova!
Far enough!
Into the sea! Dance in the wind!
Anything in the future! All mine!
More than the top! A whirling struggle! Winds of
Watch
heaven!
yourself!
Where
I
are
sense
you
incredible
going?
power! Rending you
Sleep
apart!
now! Searing flame!
Try harder!
Another
Hold
arrow
nothing
from
back!
heaven and earth!
Swallow
A
blade!
wailing banshee of lightning! It's about to strike!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll face you!
You're mine! You're
My
finished!
astral energy!
Swallow blade! Burn in hell!
A whirling struggle!
You're
Winds
mine!
of heaven!
Swallow blade!
I'll face you! Elusive deity!
You're
Blaze
finished!
Lancer!
Soaring
Cyclone!
blast!
Dance in the wind! Air drop!
Can't get out of this!
Searing flame! Reload!
You're
Radiant
mine!
blood!
Can you take it? Does it hurt?
Here we go! Illuminate the dark! Another arrow!
Leave the charge to me!
Mega ray! I'll fix you up! Recover! Magic is there! Sleep now!
We've got him on the run!
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fight.
Reload! Hear me!
Try harder!
A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee of lightning!
Rending you apart!
Thanks, Seal. Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
If it's in the sky, winds of heaven! First force!
Take this! Not today!
Sleep now! Flame!
Swallow blade! Dragon swarm!
Gravitas field!
Rending you apart!
Raging cascade!
It's wide open
one's mine!
It won't escape me! Now you see what I can do!
Denied!
I can do this all day! Hear me! Flame of fury! Airning strike!
I'm ready!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
With this, I can become even stronger!
We should be able to cook here.
Sure. Just great.
Well, I'm really... Anyway, I should get to work on dinner.
Oh, we already started.
We've got it covered tonight, Kisara. Just relax and leave it to us.
I see. Well, I'll leave it to you then. We don't have a lot of ingredients though, so don't go overboard, okay? Guess I'll do some laundry instead. What are you two doing?
What does it look like? We're doing laundry. Obviously.
Yeah, I guess you are. You're not trying to clean them by smacking them around again, are you?
Of course not. I have a good memory. Once someone yells at me, I don't forget it.
He's fine, Kisara. I've been keeping an eye on him, and there haven't been any problems.
Oh, good. If you say so, Alphen, then I have nothing to worry about.
Hey, how come you don't trust me when I say it?
Just don't squeeze too hard or else you'll damage the fabric, okay?
Yeah, I get it. You know, if you keep making that face, it's gonna stick that way.
What was that?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Well, if there's nothing for me to do, I guess I'll head back. I suppose I should take this as a sign of how much they've all grown, but... Oh, Dohalim. What are you doing here?
Simply admiring our campfire as I await dinner. I find watching the flames dance can be rather inspiring.
Just the same as always, then. Although I'm sort of relieved.
Oh? And here I thought you were planning to scold me.
Why? Did you want to be scolded too?
No, I wasn't saying that. The night is aglow with star and firelight. Yet what I hold most dear are the words of a friend.
That's not like your usual poetry. Are you trying to tell me something?
Brimming is thy soul with words yet unspoken.
Okay, I get it. You want me to talk to you about it.
To hear your words of worry, I can but sit and wait.
I said I get it. I guess I'm just struggling with how capable everyone's become these days. I'm proud of them, but I'm not sure what I contribute to the team anymore. So, I guess it's been troubling me a bit. They don't need me for chores or fighting anymore. And I don't have much in the way of feminine charm. But aside from being a soldier, do I have anything else to offer? And if not, then what good am I? I can't help worrying about it.
Lost though you may be, with utopia but a dream, Life without you would be no life at all.
Dohalim, you're right. I still have Miguel's dream left to fulfill. And we still have the fight ahead of us to overcome.
With you by my side, even the bitter times can taste sweet.
Okay, I think that's enough poetry for one day.
Hey, dinner's ready! Wow, you look really happy, Kisara.
Oh? I'm just excited to see what you two have cooked up. Now let's sit down and enjoy it already. Dohalim, all of your replies last night were poems. What was that all about?
I suppose I was struck with poetic inspiration. Did it strike your fancy?
Yes. I found it to be quite elegant.
I'm afraid my memory of them is a bit faint. Could I trouble you to recite them for me?
No, you cannot. Remember them yourself.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Ugh, my hair's gone all frizzy.
It's the humidity. Here, let me comb it out for you.
Thanks, I mean, Kisara.
This is perfect! I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they see this.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? What's wrong? You're looking pretty down. Something on your mind?
Yeah, you could say that. It's just, well, there's something that's been eating away at me for a long, long time. Do you mind if I share it with you?
Of course not. I'm glad to listen.
See, my mom and dad used to tell me I shouldn't go around casting magic. But there was one time I did, behind their backs. And when I did, Almadria showed up.
Huh?
I hated Almadria for destroying everything I loved. But what I hated most was myself. For breaking my promise to my parents. Even though I swore I'd get revenge, there was always this nagging part of me that wondered if I even had any right to do so.
Rinwell, it was Almadria who killed your family. Don't torment yourself over one mistake.
How can you say that when my mother and father died because of me?
This may not comfort you much, but I'll say it anyway. I have a feeling your parents always knew something like that might happen.
What do you mean?
There was always a chance that someday, someone was going to find you and your family. But even knowing the risks, they still taught you magic. And there are two reasons I can think of for that. First, your talent. Second, they were hedging their bets.
Huh? On what?
On you, Rinwell. On how you turn out when you grew up. Sure, learning magic may invite danger, but it would have been even more dangerous to live in hiding without being able to defend yourself. They knew what they were getting themselves into when they taught you magic. And I think they did it because of how much they loved you.
Because my mother and father loved me.
Sorry, I know I shouldn't be putting words into your parents' mouths.
No, it's okay. I used to think I would have been better off if I never knew how to use magic. And if I'm really honest with myself, sometimes I still think that. But after traveling around with all of you guys, I've learned that there are things I can do with magic. That there's a point to it after all. So I'm going to keep trying. I'm gonna try and accept it as part of who I am. I want to use it to protect my friends. To protect the future of Dana. Do you think that's selfish of me?
Not at all. I wouldn't want it any other way with you, Rinwell.
Night, everyone! I want to go back to bed.